Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do quite a requested video and I'm really excited to film this because I've only ever filmed one of this kind before and I really enjoyed it, and it is an updated perfume collection. I love perfume, I love wearing scents. I think that a scent can be really nostalgic. I love perfumes and I love going shopping for perfumes and finding scents that I like and then describing them to you guys. So if you're interested in seeing my updated perfume collection, keep watching. Also, some of these are fragrances that I haven't talked about before. When I say that, I mean in my previous video, which I will link down below, and others are ones I have spoken about before. But if I have spoken about them before, then the reason I'm talking about them again is because I think that they're worth another mention, basically, and they are kind of firm favourites in my collection. Okay, so talking about one of my favourite fragrances of all time ever is Stella by Stella McCartney. I did mention this in my last video, but because it's such a firm core favourite of mine, I thought I would give it another mention. This perfume is incredible. What I do in terms of describing my scents, I describe what they smell like to me. I don't tend to talk to you about the notes that they say that they are on the internet, like bergamot and sandalwood, because not everybody knows what bergamot and sandalwood smells like. I definitely don't. I can appreciate it when I smell it in the bottle, but I can't relate them to specific smells of ingredients, so I just kind of describe them, what they smell like to me, in a more simplistic manner. But I will also include all the links down below where you can go and read the professional kind of notes, what is in the perfume, like the base notes, middle notes, high notes, that kind of thing. So yeah, Stella to me, it smells like baby powder, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's not a floral scent. It's very soapy and very, very clean. It reminds me of my mum. My mum wears this all the time and I smelt it on her for the first time and I just fell in love with it, and I've just had it in my collection ever since. And one of the more expensive perfumes, but definitely a very beautiful, soapy, clean scent. It's quite a mature scent. It's not for everybody, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you smelt it. It's absolutely amazing. Longevity of this perfume is also very, very good indeed. Lingers for days. One that I've been reaching for a hell of a lot this past year, 2014, is one by Diptyque, and it's the Eau Duelle. Eau Duelle is featured in quite a few of my favourites videos and also in my 2014 favourites, just because I love it so much. Not only is the packaging of Diptyque products beautiful, but the scent of this is just absolutely amazing. Now this has vanilla in it. It doesn't smell like a typical sweet kind of candy vanilla. It smells quite oaky, quite outdoorsy. It smells like burning wood vanilla. It smells like if you were in the woods and you were burning some vanilla out on a fire, as you do, that's what this would smell like. It's very spicy and very warm, and definitely a winter fragrance in my opinion, and I love it so much. I always reach for it in the colder months because I just adore it. Longevity isn't quite as good as Stella, like you won't smell it for quite as long, but because the fragrance is so intense, a couple of spritzes and you're done, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely something I'll be repurchasing. Next I'm going to move on to another one that I've been wearing for a really long time, and it's one by Thierry Mugler. I have a couple by him, and it is Alien. Alien is very bizarre in its scent. It smells very clean. It smells like leather to me. That sounds crazy, but you know when you bought a leather bag and it's new and it has that really leathery scent? This smells like that, really bizarrely, or like a new book. It smells very fresh, but also it smells quite spicy and dark, and I can't really describe the scent of this. This is probably one that you might have to read about to see if you'd like it, because it's a very acquired taste. I know people that kind of have smelt this and are just like, no, it's not for me at all. It's definitely not one for people that like floral scents or for someone who likes sweet, sickly sweet scents. This is a very kind of kapow kind of scent, but it's in the most bizarre way. There's nothing I can really liken this to. There's nothing that it's similar to. It's just kind of unique. It's one on its own, but it's very, very beautiful indeed. And it's one of those scents that I find smells differently on everyone. Like, my stepmom wears this and I smelled it on her and I loved it, and I love it on myself, but then I've smelled it on other people and I've been like, oh, I'm not quite sure. So I think this is one that kind of merges with your natural scent and becomes something different to everybody and something that's a bit more unique, so love this. Staying on to Thierry Mugler, the next one I have is Angel. Angel is something I got for Christmas, but I have smelt it quite a few times. My mum is a big wearer of this, and yeah, I love the bottle on this. I prefer it to the Alien bottle. I find the Alien bottle quite gimmicky for me and quite kind of clumpy and clumsy, whereas this is nice and compact. It is a star shape, so it's a bugger to kind of sit on your vanity. You do have to lie it down, so that's something to consider. This smells very, very fresh, very, very strong. I kind of detect a bit of citrus in there. There probably isn't citrus, but again, I'm just telling you what it smells like to me. It smells quite citrusy, very, very fresh, and that unique Thierry Mugler scent that you'll find in Alien, there's kind of a hint of it in this. It kind of smells quite similar, but this is a lot fresher in its scent. So I really do like this, and this lasts a hell of a long time. Like, you spray it on your coat and you can smell it for days. It is a really nice scent, but it's very, very strong. So if you're not into your strong, bombarding fragrances, then I'd say the Thierry Muglers are not really for you, because you know when you're wearing them, they're not subtle in any way. They're very, very strong, and they don't kind of wear off. They stay very, very strong indeed for a good few hours before they kind of start to mellow out. But I do love that. I love strong fragrances. They're a little bit different, and these definitely are that. Talking about a lighter, more floral fragrance. Now, I don't tend to normally go for floral fragrances at all. It's not really me. I'm not a floral person. But I did, however, make an exception in this case. This is the Valentina by Valentino, and this is beautiful packaging. As you can see, it has these 3D flowers on there that are absolutely gorgeous. So I love the bottle on this. But what I love about this is it is quite florally, so it is quite girly, but it has that spicy, peppery kind of after smell to it. When you spray it initially, you think, no, it's quite florally, and then after a moment, not even a moment, it kind of goes into this peppery, aftershavey kind of scent. Absolutely gorgeous. I was so shocked that I would like this, because I really wasn't expecting to like it, but it's very, very nice indeed. I'm not going to spray it because I've just sprayed Angel, and I don't think that it's a true accurate representation of what is in this, but from memory and the notes that I've made, very peppery, but florally, so kind of on the darky spectrum of floral, I would guess, but I do like it. So if you are into your florals but you want something a little bit different with a bit of a twang going on, I would definitely check this out. It's beautiful. The next one I'm going to discuss is the newest one in my collection, and I absolutely love it, and it's my first Jo Malone perfume, and it comes in the Amber and Patchouli Cologne Intense. This smells amazing. Me, my mum and my sister all went and smelt this, and we all loved it. But what I found interesting was we all felt like it smelled differently. Like, I think this smells of... It's crazy. It smells quite powdery again. It's quite similar to Stella in that way. It smells very clean, very powdery. But then it has this weird kind of earthy scent to it. I can't really describe this, so I will insert again links where you can go and read the top notes and bottom notes of this and everything like that. But this is absolutely gorgeous. If you like something that's a little less typical, I've not smelt anything that I can compare to this. Very much like Stella. It's not something that I think, oh, it smells very similar to this. It doesn't. It's kind of a scent on its own. It's very, very nice indeed. It's very strong, but then again, it is the Cologne Intense, so you would expect that. It's not something that's going to mellow off easily. But I think when you're paying £100 a bottle, you kind of want that lasting power. But this is absolutely gorgeous. It does smell of patchouli. Patchouli to me kind of smells like more greenery as opposed to floral. Like, it smells kind of grass. I know it sounds crazy, because grass doesn't sound appealing at all, but if you know you get that scent of freshly cut grass and you kind of smell it and you think, oh, it smells so nice. It smells like that, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, definitely becoming one of my firm favourites that I do love to wear every day. One that's not as strong, but I do tend to reach for a lot, but I do wish it would have better lasting power, is one by Mercier, and it is the Almond and Coconut. Now, this pretty much smells as it says on the bottle. It smells of coconut, it smells of almonds, quite a light, girly kind of scent, very, very sweet, very, very pleasant to wear. There's this kind of part of her patisserie sort of sense. It's very, very sweet. It's very, very nice indeed. The only thing about these is they're quite expensive, because for 50ml it's about £42, which is fine, but the lasting power isn't fantastic. When you initially spray it on, the scent is beautiful and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's true to what it is in the bottle. However, after literally about an hour or two, you kind of don't smell it anymore, and that's not because you've got used to it, it's literally just because it's kind of diminished slightly. Yeah, so because when you top it up, you can smell that hit again. But yeah, I do like it. I just wish that the Laura Mercier with a bit better staying power. But in terms of scent, I absolutely love it. I love the smell of coconut. I love the smell of almonds. So big winner for me. Another one I have to talk about is one I mentioned in my last video, and it's definitely one of my firm favourites. This is again one I've been wearing since I was about 16 years old. Kind of got the lust for it from my mum again. I think I just like smelling like my mum smells. It's crazy, it's a bit weird. But it's the 212 Sexy by Carolina Herrera. I love this. This smells like custard. And I know that sounds crazy. It smells like sweet custard. It's really bizarre. It smells like custard that's been heated up and it's not sweet, it's not vanilla-y. It smells very, very fresh. And again, it's not something I can liken anything to. And I think looking at my fragrances, I like things that are a little less typical, that are a little kind of different. My sisters hate this. They really don't like it at all. And I love it. So for me, I'm kind of like, that's crazy. This smells so good. For me, this is just very nostalgic as well. It reminds me of my mum. My mum's still here. I don't know why I'm saying reminds me as if she's gone somewhere. But I really do like this. And I bought this when I moved out. Because she always had it on a vanity, and I always remember going spraying it on myself, and just, it's really nice. So when I moved out, I bought this, and it's just become my favourite ever since, like one of my favourites. And I love the bottle. It's like these 2 little capsules that come off like this, and it's just really nice. And this is really cost effective. This is very, very cheap, this perfume. You can get 50ml for about £30, which is amazing, because it's such a beautiful fragrance. It lingers on the skin, and I find that this is one that smells pretty much the same on everybody. My mum smells exactly how I smell when I wear this, and when I've smelled it in stores and on other people, it smells exactly the same, so I like it. Very, very nice indeed, and definitely one of my favourites to wear. The next one I have is one that I've only had for a few months now, but it's one that I've been lusting after, and I always kind of put on when I go to Selfridges. I kind of pour loads on myself because I love it so much, and it's Tom Ford, and it's in the Black Orchid. Black Orchid is kind of aftershave for women, in my opinion, because this is one of those fragrances that you can wear and your husband can wear, because it's unisex. So if you've ever smelt your boyfriend and thought he smells amazing, I love this aftershave, I wish I could just, we've all done that when we've been away from our loved ones and we kind of got our favourite hoodie and sprayed his aftershave all over it, kind of to hug at night. It sounds sad, but we've all done it. This is kind of one of those fragrances where you smell it, you want it, and you don't care if you smell a bit like a boy. This is amazing. Again, not for everybody because it's not typical, it's not girly, it's not sweet, it's not floral. It's something that's a little bit different. It's something that smells very dark, very oaky, very outdoorsy. There's kind of a burny after smell to this. It's just so peppery. If I imagine ground pepper put into a liquid, this is what it would smell like, with a bit of kind of, I would say fuchsia maybe in there, I don't know, but I'll put the notes in as usual. I love the packaging for Tom Ford. I think it's really nice. The only downside to Tom Ford is the price. 30ml will cost you £50 odd, which is quite expensive. 100ml will cost 102. So very much like the Joe Malone, very, very expensive indeed, but you only literally need 1 or 2 spritzes and you're done, and you will smell it all day. Again, not something that's for everybody. This is definitely one I would say don't buy online. Go and try it in a store because it's quite a shocking scent. It's not something that's for everybody, so please bear that in mind, especially when you're going to spend the likes of Tom Ford prices as well. I have, again, something that was in my last perfume collection, and I'm nearly done now, and it makes me so sad that I have to buy a new one because it's quite expensive, and it is the Prada Candy. Quite like the bottle on this, you know, mixed reviews on it, it's quite okay. The scent, however, is absolutely gorgeous. This is very sweet, it's very girly, but a very grown-up, expensive kind of sweet. You know when you smell those scents like Loverdose and Juicy Viva La Juicy Couture, and they're very lovely and sweet, and they don't tend to last as long as you would like, but you kind of expect that because you don't pay quite as much as you would pay for Prada. Prada is that really strong sweet scent, but it will last you all day. It smells expensive, and I believe that the younger, middle and older woman can get away with wearing this because it's absolutely beautiful. It smells classic, it smells clean, very, very sweet, and just an absolute delight. I pretty much wear this at all time of the year. I don't think there's a specific time of year that this calls out for. I think it's a perfect fragrance for every day, and very, very strong and lovely indeed. I do love it a lot. The last fragrance I have to talk about is one I've not had very long. I've had it for a couple of months, pretty much since it came out, and it's one by Yves Saint Laurent, which I believe I've changed their name now to just Saint Laurent, and it's the Black Opium. Love the packaging on this. Very, very pretty, very sleek, kind of has this 3D glittery texture to it with a window. I really do like it. This is in the 50ml, and I believe that this cost around £60. Don't quote me on that. I will link it down below. This smells very nice indeed. It reminds me a little bit of Black Excess by Paco Rabanne, if you smelled that before. I detect kind of berries, some kind of berry, perhaps blackcurrant in here. Might not be the case at all. Again, just telling you what it smells like to me. Quite sweet. A bit like Loverdose perhaps by Diesel, but a lot stronger, a lot more intense. And I really do like it. But I love the scent of this. Again, it's very nice to wear in the evenings. I wouldn't say this is a sweet day fragrance, but I would definitely say it's kind of a sweeter darker night fragrance. This is one I would reach for probably in the evening time, or if I was going out for a meal or something like that. Something that's a little bit more classic but, you know, quite playful at the same time. So guys, that is my updated perfume collection. I do have a Hugo Boss that's in my bag, but there's not much to say about it. I'm not really a fan of it. I think it's the Parfum. That's what I have. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please pop in the comments box down below what your favourite perfumes are, or any of the comments that you might want to put. I'd be really interested to read them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!